We have a problem.
Good.
The identities of our serving agents have been exposed.
The country is in a state of complete chaos. And the universe sends me you.
Sir!
Yes, all right, Buff, we're going on a mission, not a honeymoon.
Yes, of course, sir.
Destination?
South of France, sir.
Arm the missile.
They're just cyclists, sir.
They're French cyclists, Buff, and they're obstructing Her Majesty's Secret Service.
I think Bough, I created my own story for Bough in the interim. For a while, Bough worked as a secretary to the head of MI5, and then was rapidly demoted, lower and lower in the building. That was as high as he rose. And then he's been demoted level by level, and he now has an office in the basement of the building where he basically deals with, you know, when secret agents park somewhere that they shouldn't park and they get a traffic ticket. I think that's what he deals with. He basically pays people's parking fines. Definitely not. No, I think Bough, he's not a leader. He doesn't have much imagination. But he's really great on detail, and one detail he's really good on is keeping Johnny English alive. And I think almost Bough is almost like art for the audience. It's almost like the audience's eyes and ears on Johnny as well. So, you know, Bough absolutely loves Johnny, and is completely loyal to him. But I think sometimes isn't quite sure about the decisions that Johnny makes, but that's as sort of far as it goes. Yeah, so funny, so it turns out, and it becomes quite a crucial thing in the movie, that in the interim, Bough has got married, and he says to Johnny at one point, did you know, sir, I got married? And Johnny says, no. Totally uninterested. And then Bough reveals that he's married Lydia, who is the commander of a nuclear submarine. So you have this sort of funny vision of Bough basically always being the servant. He's the servant at work, and he's like the servant when he goes home. Some of the driving we did a lot more driving in this movie than we did in, certainly the first one that I was in, and it was very, very exciting. We did some great driving sequences in the south of France as well, on those really tight hairpin bends, you know, where there's a huge drop off the side of the cliff down to sort of huge rocks with sharks swimming around. And Rowan was doing all the driving, you know, so I was kind of like, those were very vivid moments for me. I'm not going to forget that. Well, it's a funny thing, because when you're doing it, you're not really thinking about what you're doing. And I think if I started to think, hang on a minute, I'm in a scene with Rowan Atkinson and we're in a film, you know, a comedy, one of his comedy films, I think it would totally freak me out. So I sort of, because you're in the character, you're thinking about what the character does, you're trying to respond in a genuine way. Hopefully, most of the time, I managed not to let that pressure sit on my shoulders. But of course, there are moments when you're sort of suddenly aware, and you turn up for work and you think, I've really got to get this right. I think they complement each other wonderfully. I think, you know, Johnny has tremendous he's got tremendous confidence. He's got tremendous imagination. He's got tremendous leadership, and Bough he's great on the detail, but he'd be hopeless if you put him in charge. And I think with Bough keeps Johnny alive, and Johnny gives Bough a life. I would hope he'd be back. Yeah, I mean, it'd be wonderful to do it again. I've enjoyed this so much, I can't tell you. I mean, it's been I enjoyed it even more than the first one that I did. I guess because, you know, I was more last time it was all just a bit too much, and this time I thought I'm going to really, really enjoy it, and I really savoured every moment that we spent making the film. So, you know, I'd love to do it again.
She's the key to this case.
I'm not sure I've ever met a man quite like you.
Let me clear up the uncertainty for you. You haven't.
Virtual reality.
It's completely immersive, and some people lose track of their actual surroundings.
I think we can pretty much guarantee that's not going to happen.
Tell me the agent you've got in the field is making some progress.
Target acquired.
This is a job for the shoebox inflator.
Don't open it in the car!
Can you